Ultra high-speed internet to the Kansas cities. People have been wondering how it might be best put to use.
Well, now an international competition to figure that out has been narrowed to 39 semifinalists from 113 coming from 5 continents.
I was a hometown boy that was selected to hopefully bring a change to this country.
In his Overland Park apartment, grandfather of 4, Michael McKinzy, developed a plan 20 years in the making that could change American history. A Chad-free voting society.
2000 election is, in the back of my mind.
His plan is to allow people to vote online from a secure site using a fingerprint scanner on a mouse. After you vote, you get a receipt to keep.
The technology exists. It's just using it for the voting application of, modernizing American voting.
McKinzy entered his idea for modern voting into the Gigabit Challenge. The former electrician and current DeVry University student is one of 39 semifinalists. Greg Cradfield Jr., an attorney who helps technology businesses, is a judge in the competition who's impressed by entries he saw, even those from local inventors. But to grow, ideas need cash.
One of the challenges we're going to have in the Midwest here is how we fund those companies going forward.
Think Big Partners will donate some seed money to the winner. The company's co-founder says it's an investment in these inventors.
What they've been able to come up with and prove that could really be viable in this community, I think, are fantastic.
For McKinzy, it's not just about the money, but a legacy.
I hope that, they can sit back and say, yep, that's my granddad.
For his country and family. The winner of the Gigabit Challenge gets $100,000 and $250,000 as an investment in the new company. The next phase of competition is a presentation and abbreviated business model. It's due on Friday.
Okay, we're going to begin the next presentation, and that presentation is going to be from Voter Integrity Party.
Good afternoon. My name is Michael McKinzy, and as Grandpa exhibited, this is a new millennium in which the American voting practice and procedure needs to be modernized. And the question that needs to be answered is, what is the problem? The problem is America is using an outdated system to vote to obtain the results and also the inaccuracies that is developed by human error. This is because the non-investment to improve the voting process up until the 2000 election, it was a non-existing problem. After the 2000 election, it became a problem that needed a solution. The Help American Vote Act that was passed, and it was rushing an individual to a hospital and putting in a Band-Aid once they get there. There's not been much done in that area. VIP, voter integrity, has the envision of modernizing the voting process by implementing biometric technology to allow you to vote from a secure site and also have a receipt given to you by each voter and have the vote able to be audited by yourself and also the voting authority. The problem. This is the 20th century voting mechanism that was used in 2000. It's a standard that has been allowed to exist, and its time has come and passed to modernize the American voting process. And with the technology that is available and with the Google network, we can accomplish that by implementing, in this strategic time, security protocol as the network is developed. So it would envision to allow security protocol to provide a sector in the web where it could be dedicated for the voting process, therefore eliminating a level of fraud in the process and also allowing security through the intermittence of government interaction. So this is the ideal time to implement it because the network is being developed now. This is the time to implement the security that will allow it to be set aside and implemented in that capacity. That is the vision, that's the passion that I've had for over 20 years, and it's something that Kansas City is ready to lead the nation into, bringing it into a new era of modernizing American voting. So this is something that, like the railroad, the airport infrastructure, started locally, and it's a beat of change in the American, and the change that's being bit is that we want to have integrity restored to our voting process. Having said that, I welcome any questions that you may have.
Questions from the judges?
Your system, as I understand it, would require a voter to have a fingerprint on record to verify, and would that present a hurdle potentially for people that didn't want their fingerprints on record?
The VIP motto is the unofficial vote. It would initially be implemented as a volunteer ability to vote once it's been established with the voting authority locally, and then it would be, as it proves itself to be a reliable alternative to the traditional voting, it would be picked up as individuals choose to empower themselves by obtaining a more modernized method and receipt verification or vote process. So it would be implemented on a voluntary basis initially, and then as it develops, it will be embraced by more voters as it is proven to be reliable and secure.
Another question? Here.
What's the business model?
The business model is that the government sector, as far as with the Google network being developed, it allows us, we're in a unique position to put in some security protocol that once implemented, it would give an alternative way of securing interaction. The security protocol that is envisioned to be implemented is currently underway. If any lawyers are in the room, I'm sure, are familiar with filing with the federal courts, where you file a document and you're giving a confirmation of that document being filed. And once it's on file with the courts, you can actually pull that document up and verify that it's been registered with the court. So it's implementing on a government basis, and as it's offered by the government, the individual citizens is exposed to the availability of online voting by biometric security protocol through the Election Commission, the state level, and then the local voting authority, so that they would have to verify at each level that that's the number of votes that they receive, and that's the actual intention of the individual voter.
Another question? Down here?
What part of the process takes the most advantage of the gig network?
I believe the speed, but where I come from, 2 is 1 and 1 is none, and I refuse as an electrician to have one alternative way of doing anything. So by giving the gigabyte challenge in the Google Fiber network, that network would be the preferred application delivery system, but the internet is alternative. So it would be a built-in redundancy. So if the Google Fiber network was some way compromised or totally made dysfunctional, we will still have the capability of implementing the total product using normal internet interface.
Another question? Okay, if that's all the questions, then thank you very much, and we'll take a short break before hearing our second to last presenter, BigIris.com.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Now,
Michael McKinzy, Senior, graduating class of 2022, DeVry University.
Careful who you cross, careful who you test. Give me your worst and you'll get my best. 'Cause I don't know how to back down, how to back down. No, I don't know how to back down, how to back down. Careful, I'm a lion, don't test my pride. Standing like a mountain, looking the devil right in his eyes. Know how to back down, how to back down. No, I don't know how to back down, how to back down. No, I don't know how to back down, how to back down. No, I don't know how to back down, how to back down. limits, I got no fears. Only got my blood, my sweat, and my tears. Know how to back down, how to back down. No, I don't know how to back down, how to back down. No, I don't know how to back down, how to back down. No, I don't know how to back down, how to back down. I am a fighter. I am a fighter. I am a fighter. I am a fighter. Like smoke from a gun, like a brand new sun. Since the day I was born a fighter, I rise up, like smoke from a gun, like a brand new sun. Since the day I was born a fighter, I rise up, like smoke from a gun, like a brand new sun. Since the day I was